Right, the morning after transfer deadline day, that dreaded time at 11 o'clock when your hopes and everything else are just paled into insignificance, and you think your team's going to buy something when inevitably they probably are not going to do that. And you start with hope in the morning, and you watch it all day, and you go to work and you keep checking your phone, and there's something on and there's something off, and but really deep down you just know that nothing's going to happen, and it's one of those days. I must say that transfer deadline day is probably more exciting than an Arsenal season, or it has been up to recent years. But still, again, I find myself the morning after flat and expecting exactly what I got, which was fuck all. Completely nothing, hot air, promises. And then all of a sudden, through all of that, up and down, doing all sorts of bits and pieces, I'm just watching my phone, and all of a sudden, probably about 5 hours or 6 hours or whenever it was before the window shuts, all of a sudden, we've got some money. And fuck me, we put in a 92 million bid for Lamar. That's very interesting, because all the way through we've been told that he's been too expensive. We haven't got the money. We've pulled out of the deal. And then we just plot that out of the air. So what the fuck is that? Is that a desperate attempt to sign someone? Is that a desperate attempt to sign someone purely because we know that Alexis Sanchez doesn't want to be at this football club? I wonder. We'll never know, because shock horror, and this did make me laugh, and I cannot be surprised. Apparently, by all accounts, Lamar said he didn't want to come. Well, that would be just a kick in the bollocks, wouldn't it? That would be so fucking funny. After all this time you've pursued this footballer, and then just on the last knockings when you feel that you could possibly make a deal, and I'm led to believe that Monaco agreed a fee, the player says he doesn't want to come. Why do you not want to come to Arsenal? It's such a fucking wonderful club at the moment. Everybody wants to play for Arsenal. Ask the Ox. He thinks it's a fucking great club. So, after all that disarray and all that wonderful excitement, we find ourselves the day after. What do we got to look forward to? A weekend of international football. That's fucking awesome. That to me is just a weekend fucked up. A pointless exercise where nobody gets anything out of it. What do I look at for International Week? I'll tell you what I look for International Week. I just look and make sure that my players are not going to come back fucking crooked, injured, jet lagged, whatever the thing. And then Wenger does his normal stuff and gives them about 3 years off. So how many players are we going to actually take into the Bournemouth game? Probably not a lot. Hold up much hope about Bournemouth? Well, here's the thing about the Bournemouth game. I was thinking about it last night, and I'm thinking, I need to lose this football match. I need to lose this football match. And I'm not talking like I want to lose a football match deliberately and put my team more in despair than what it is. It's that I'm looking at the bigger picture. And if we can lose this football match at the weekend or get a draw, the Wolves are already out anyway. So the next game after Bournemouth is Chelsea away. Now, if anybody thinks that we're going to get anything out of that, then please, you're a better man than I am. So that would mean that out of the first 5 games of the season, we have got near enough minimum points. And that will put us in a really bad position. And hopefully by that, right, the hounds will be knocking on the door. And we might possibly get change. It looks to me as though it's got to get really bad, really, really bad, before there's change. And I don't want ill for my club. I never want that. But sometimes you've got to take the hit, and sometimes you've got to get worse before you get better. But we'll see. You know, what I know of Arsenal Football Club, what I watch week in, week out, is that they will go to Chelsea and they will get a result. And that's what they do. And then the next week, right, they're going to lose to fucking West Brom or whoever, and play like crap, because that's what they do. They have good games in the locker. They have bad games in the locker. They're inconsistent and they go up and down. But I'll say we'll wait and see. So what have we got to look forward to? The window's over. The season is upon us now, and we've just got to put up with this. We've just got to suck this for whatever it is. Sanchez stays, and I'm sure he's really happy about that. I'm not. It's so good. It's so encouraging to have a player round the dressing room in your football club that comes in with a smiley face and really wants to be there. I can't think of any more motivation from anybody that I'd rather want round a training ground. Someone that has tried to orchestrate a move away has now found himself in a position where he can't do fuck all, and he's got no option but to stay. So that'd be really interesting to see how motivated he's going to be, and how it has an effect on the club and on the players. And are we going to see another fucking pitch where he's just going to be sitting there and he's just going to be like sulking, or he's going to want to be coming off, or he's going to throw his hands up in the air because the team aren't doing very well? Well, shock horror, Alex, the team are going to do fucking bad, because that's what they've been playing like. So you're just going to have to put up with this, aren't you? But don't worry about it. Put a transfer request in January and you can fuck off. And you can take your mate Ozil with you. I said, so the two of you can go hand in hand.